And shotgun formation, hand out to the big man. Bounces up the middle, plowing through defenders. Look at him go, my goodness. 50, 40, 30, nobody's going to catch it. Leaping in the end zone, touchdown. My goodness, it is 2009.
It's insane. I mean, 2 years ago, I was very, 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 very fearful. Like, imagine sleeping in a car for one night, right? I did it for 2 months straight.
Oh my God.
Of course I felt like a failure, but what's the next best thing you could do?
Doesn't matter, it's about how you close. Boy, oh boy, America's ready, and now it's time to go. Good to see everybody. It begins next. We'll see you soon. Bob Menery signing out. That was awesome.
Now you guys are in trouble. All right, so now on the tee here, Travis Matthews' finest. He says he's a 2 handicap. He's 4 under. There's a lot of red flags here so far, but meanwhile, don't mind the chainsaw. Sorry about that.
You know, I was always just trying to be the funny guy in school. Like, go to the class clown. Elementary school, I was always sent for detentions for trying to make people laugh, farting in class, throwing shit at the teacher, just like I was an idiot.
Like a little crab walk. Either that or he's doing the f***ing cha-cha.
I always get a real high off making people laugh.
Let's cut back to the chainsaw massacre going on in the corner, though. I would always have this shtick that I would do my broadcaster voice. So I'd go out with my buddies. You know, I'd end up just breaking off from them for the group, and I'd run up to a group and be like, well, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady here on ESPN tonight, and I'd go up to groups and screw with them. They'd be like, what do you do? Like, who are you? See, I would just bullshit and just try to make people laugh.
I would sit there day after day after day, like watching acting videos. Shia LaBeouf, believe it or not, was a big influence on me. I used to, like, I don't know why, it was like the weirdest thing. I used to, like, love Shia LaBeouf. I used to, like, look at his life and, like, just be like, I want to be Shia LaBeouf, which is the strangest thing ever.
Oh my goodness, quick check over to first and a quick check to the...
I did take acting lessons and went to acting school. I went for 1 week at New York Film School, and then people started dressing up as Peter Pan, and I was like, I'm out of here, this is kind of weird. I needed to make money somehow because I didn't have any money or anything, so I put together like an acting camp and pretend I was like an acting teacher, an acting coach to make money, and I would charge 25 bucks an hour, but I would just like pretend I knew what to do. And so that's how I got by making money, was I was a fake acting coach.
Out a little bit though, the guy thinks he's f***ing Rudy out here.
This is obviously the hub of it all. This is where actors and people come.
So we're here Rolling Hills Country Club. Obviously we were playing in Andover with the complete derelict degenerates. And now we got to hang with Hollywood's elite here. We got Kevin Connolly.
I fell off my roof.
Me and Kevin are going to be doing some stuff together with the podcast stuff that we're launching, and we're going to hope to have the best podcast in the world. Then we got f***ing Skyler. Skyler is obviously his talents stay on the stage or in front of the camera. The golf course, he wants. We don't want any part of him on the golf course. He is.
No.
Oh my God.
Well, I've been to a driving range twice, but I always quit and get blisters.
Back in Boston, it's more fun with friends and shit. Out here, it's more business. Guys, is Obama out here? What's going on? Why is there 47 cards?
Oh, you're up. Nice.
How close are you?
I like that pace.
I was the only person in Los Angeles to ever go and be an actor-comedian and not do one audition, one stand-up comedy show, one anything. I would just like go to parties and be like,
Partying like an idiot. And towards the end, I was caddying at this place and just kind of, you know, was down and out, didn't know what I wanted to do. I was making like $100 a day caddying, barely could get work.
and, you know, just hit rock bottom. Remember, couldn't even, you know, afford a place. And I remember, you know, I had this Jeep that a member gave me, ended up building a bed in the back of the Jeep.
And I would park in a place like, for instance, like right here. I would park right here. I would look at the signs, I would see what the signs say. And I would just be sleeping right here in the back of the car. And I had tinted windows, which is good, so when people used to walk by, they wouldn't see me. But it had to be like a quiet, nice area. So this is somewhere I would have maybe potentially stayed to sleep. Gets a lot of foot traffic though in the morning, so I'd have to be up early before the sun came out, you know, but and those were the worst. The garbage trucks were the worst. I used to hear them, they used to wake me up every day, those things.
I mean, there was one time where I was just sleeping in the back of the car, and I was at like my lowest point, and I'm just laying in the back, and all of a sudden my door opens, and it's like 3 in the morning, and I'm like, the guy opens the door, and I remember just looking at this guy, and he was coming to rob the car. He was breaking in the car, and I was asleep, and I remember we just both looked at each other, and we were just like, both, it was weird, like it was a weird moment. We were both just like so defeated, and I was just like, I don't give a f***. And he was like, I don't give a f***. And he just shut the door.
And so finally I just kind of gave up. I was like, I'm going back to Boston.
This is 28 years old I was. Like 28 years old, nothing going on. And after 4 years of being in Los Angeles trying to be an actor comedian, failed miserably, flight home back to Boston.
Florida does a full belly flop in the...
So I come home, my buddy calls me up. He said, do you want to be in a music video shoot? And I was like, sure, I'm in. What do you need me to do? He's like, you're an extra at a party. I'm like, down, I'm in. We shot the music video. It's 2 in the morning. We start having some drinks. I go and sit on a couch. This man sitting next to me, his name is David Justin. I always did my spiel that I told you guys earlier about.
I had this shtick that I would do my broadcaster voice.
Well, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady here on ESPN. Tonight it's the game of the week.
And I do my spiel in front of the room, and he takes out his cell phone and he records me doing my spiel.
Beautiful night at Gillette Stadium, Boyd. 30 degrees, cold outside. Packed house, Rodgers and Brady. They meet each other, Sunday Night Football. 2 of the best in the NFL meet face to face.
So I wake up the next morning, my phone's like bling, 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 bling. I'm like, who died? Like, what happened? I had 316 missed calls. So then my buddy kind of goes, you ever heard of social media? And I was like, I never really use it. I use Facebook once in a while, but I didn't know what Instagram was or any of that stuff. Ended up creating an Instagram account. Then it all kind of began.
Shotgun formation, running back comes in motion.
My biggest clip was when the guy
He looks open, but he doesn't see him.
rolled to the left side
Running it himself,
and he flipped into the end zone.
looking end zone.
I was at the point where nobody really knew who I was, and I'm like, what would happen if we fooled the people and pretended that a sports announcer got fired on the air for going on a rant, swearing?
Leaps over those into the end zone for a touchdown. I'm probably going to lose my job for this language.
I was in my parents' bedroom, and I was like,
I don't give a anymore. My producer sucks anyway. Leaps into the end zone, touchdown.
my parents were like, oh my God, in the next room, like, what is Bobby doing? Why is he screaming like a psycho? And then everybody, kind of the internet went wild, like Snoop Dogg reposted it, just a bunch of big accounts reposted it, and they were like, this sports announcer just got fired for swearing in the air. And I'm like, yes, I did it. And I remember to this day now, people still message me and are like, dude, I am so sorry you got fired. From now they think I actually got fired.
Life's a funny thing. It'll pass you by just like this train is passing by everybody. Except for this guy, the risk taker. Decides to jump on the train at 65 miles per hour along. This guy almost gets crunched. But you see, that's the thing about life. A lot of people just wait and don't jump on a moving train. But the thing is this, sometimes in this life, Peter, you gotta take risks. Big man bounces up the middle. What is this, a cheat code in Madden, Peter? Look at him go, my goodness, 50, 40, 30, no. And we are standing by, Peter, to see if the rumors are true.
Once I started building momentum, the confidence came and the fear kind of went away. So in the beginning, I was a complete crackhead, like looking for clips. I would just be there like this, like looking for things and like just trying to find like anything funny and do it. Now, I will sometimes order an Uber. This is how psycho I am. If I don't have a car at the place where I'm at, and I would do my clip in the car and be like, well, you know, obviously, and do my little shtick. But I just do it right in a cell phone. It's crazy. The iPhone can change your life. So I started the podcast because I think everybody was doing it, so I was just like, why not do it, right?
Yeah.
And so I didn't know anything going into it. We're number 2 right now in sports. It's like now I'm obsessive though. I get very like obsessive when it comes to being number 1. And I know it's like a long shot, but I think that we can.
How would you describe the podcast?
No planning, no preparation, nothing. And so far it's working.
You're kind of prepared for it. I've never seen one person have such a reach for athletes and celebrities all through Instagram. I mean, for me, it's pretty fascinating. Yeah, like look how laser fast this is.
I'm lazy.
This would take me about 28 minutes to do what he's doing.
The Adderall kicked in. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone.
Michael Jackson try and buy your house?
You never heard this story?
No. Are you sick of telling it?
No, I only told it to a friend.
Was
and
he-
I consider you a friend. You get me up out of bed at 11 o'clock.
Wait, you've never told the story?
the numbers are changing now. It's cool to see the numbers kind of go up slowly and slowly and slowly, slowly, slowly. I mean, more people are tuning in now to like my videos somewhat, or like any kind of videos on Instagram or whatever, than they are watching like Entertainment Tonight. My goal is to build this first ever kind of R-rated sports center. And that's why people are like, yo, why don't you like take some time and actually sit back and appreciate it? I'm like, I know, but I'm hungry. I just want more, I want more, I want more. My dad always gave me the best advice is like, what's the next best thing you can do in your life? You're gonna screw up, you're gonna make mistakes, so what's the next best thing you can do? And that's kind of the mentality I've always kind of stuck by, and like, you know, we're all gonna make mistakes every single day and keep making mistakes, but what's the next best thing I can do? You know, the hardest part is starting, so just start the process of what you're trying to do. Just push yourself to just knock on somebody's door and just meet them and introduce yourself and figure a way to kind of parlay that into what you were trying to do. Opportunity comes out of just meeting people and putting yourself out there. Wake up early, 5 a.m., and just go and just hit the ground running.
You wait till you see who the next guest is after Shaq, who I get. Watch, I will one up and do better than Shaq. I'm gonna get f***ing Obama.
Oh, that's
No, I'm just
big.
kidding.
That's huge.
No, Obama would be too hard.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.